Hey guys, this is Dana from Pop Goulash. I wanted to make sure that you knew how to reach us. Find us on Facebook under Pop Goulash. You can also find us on Twitter at Pop Goulash. We also have a phone number, and we definitely want you guys to give us a call with your thoughts, opinions, whatever, show ideas. That phone number is 224-325-4235. And you can also shoot us an email at popgoulash42@gmail.com. Thanks for tuning in.
Strap on them ear goggles, boo-boo kitty fucks. It's time for Pop Goulash. I'm Reuben.
I'm Dana.
Yeah, I heard that I hear that women don't like to be called bitches, so I
no,
hear
no.
boo-boo kitty fucks is fine, right?
Oh, no, we were called fuckers. That's
No,
what it
no,
was.
I know, but I've been meaning to use that for a while now because I was watching Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back the other day, and he was like, Jay, women don't like to be called bitches. Well, then what do you like to be called? What about boo-boo kitty fuck?
I love that damn movie.
Dude, that movie is incredible, and I can't wait for the sequel.
Well, when is it slated to come out?
They're going to film it this summer.
That's what,
like in August, I think.
Okay.
So
Nice.
Yeah, and it's called Jay and Silent Bob Reboot.
That's right, because they did talk about it when we saw them.
Yeah, they read a
back
little
in
bit of
March.
the script that night.
God, that was great.
Yeah.
That was great. And
that night that I'm referring to, we went to go see Jay and Silent Bob Get Old, and we spoke about it previously.
We did, and people
But they
should
finally
listen to
released
that.
it. They finally released it like 3 weeks ago, something like that.
I don't remember when it was definitely when I was still taking class, so I don't remember.
But I think it was pretty cool that they like left in that drunk asshole.
Oh,
like, 'cause
God, that fucking guy. He was
douchebag.
terrible.
There's this dude that was like totally wasted in the front row, and then like 3/4 of the way through the show, he just started like trying to talk to Jay and Kevin.
Yeah,
and they're like, "What?
And Kevin was trying to be like he was polite at first.
He was pretty diplomatic about it,
You know.
then they finally got security to come take his ass out.
Get him the fuck out of there. It was pissing everybody off though, so I did not feel bad about the drunk guy getting booted.
No.
Speaking of drunk, I am not drunk this week.
No, neither am I. I'm
Nor
having
am
a
I
beer right now
consuming.
because my kid took a massive shit and it leaked out of his diaper all over the high chair. So it's been a fun night at the Hood House.
Yeah, I'm not drinking. Plus I have to work in the morning.
Yeah, as we all do. We're recording on Monday night, which is not
It's an
typical.
anomaly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's all good.
Yeah, we're getting it done. We're doing it for you fuckers. So
Yeah, so fucking be happy about
Right.
it.
So yeah, it's been a little over a week since we last recorded.
Yeah, because it was a week.
It was a Saturday.
It was a
Saturday,
No,
Friday.
it was a Friday because it was after I had my appointment that day.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
One of the fucking days.
Friday. Gotta get down on Friday.
I will nut punch you the next time that you sing that fucking song.
Dude, I bought it.
Okay, I never, ever, ever want to hear you bitch about Morrissey again. Ever.
I bought it ironically. I would never listen to Morrissey ironically.
You can't buy a song ironically. You're still spending money on that shit.
You know what? She was 16. You know, every kid needs to like follow their dream. And oddly enough, she recorded a follow-up single, and it wasn't bad. Like,
Was it called Saturday?
No, it was like Follow Your Dream or some shit like that. But like, she grew up, took some vocal lessons, and actually it wasn't awful. It wasn't auto-tuned either, so it wasn't bad.
I still won't listen though.
Yeah, I probably won't either. And for whatever reason, it's still on my phone. I can't get it to delete off my phone. It's infected like a virus.
That's okay. I'll just start posting those memes on your Facebook wall.
Look, fucker, you listen to NSYNC and fucking boy bands still, so I don't want to hear shit from you.
I do, and I fully admit that and embrace that. New Kids on the Block are still touring. Like, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
It's good stuff, man.
Cash Me Outside, how about that?
Oh, God, no.
Dude, she recorded a single.
What?
Yeah, it's awful.
I will not
I'm
bring
not buying that
myself
motherfucker.
to... No.
Dude,
No.
seriously, it's like listening to somebody chew on glass and then sing through a mouse's voice.
Fuck
it's like the worst shit
that.
I've ever heard. Like, I was listening to Hollywood Babylon this morning because they drop on Mondays, and they played like a 30-second clip of it. And seriously, like, I felt like my ears had been raped by a broken glass dildo.
Oh.
That's how fucked up this song was. It was awful. Like, I couldn't even understand the words that she was saying. I mean, it could have been the Florida in her, but like, I could not. I'm like, what are you saying? And then of course she said, "Cash me outside, how about that?"
Oh,
in the song. Yeah.
She's got a very, very bright future in prostitution and drug use ahead of her.
Well, she's also got jail time coming to her because
That's what I thought I read.
she's got court dates and shit. She's like 14 years old.
I
and
know, she's a fucking kid.
Yeah, she's a fucking delinquent. You know why? It's because mommy never told her no.
Well, right. I mean, now granted, I never watched that episode of Maury. I just saw all the memes and shit
No, it was on
about
Dr. Phil.
Was it Dr.
It was
Phil?
Dr. Phil.
Okay.
Y'all love and dumb. You gotta love smart. Fuck you, Dr. Phil.
Yeah, I will never watch any of those fucking shows.
Yeah, that guy's a douche.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he was also part of the Oprah contingent, and I've got my issues with Oprah, too.
I do, too. But whatever. I mean,
She can suck a bag of dicks.
Yeah,
but you know what, though?
exactly.
She probably could, and probably would. She's got $1 billion.
I know.
She could buy you and me and probably everybody else on this block and then tell us all to suck a bag of dicks. And actually, literally, you get a bag of dicks, and you get a bag of dicks, and you get a bag of dicks. And we would have to suck them because...
We'd be fine with that because it's Oprah telling you what to do, and we'd have to bow down.
Right. You know, I actually bought 1,000,000 Little Pieces in spite of her.
What is that?
That was the book that was written by James... I can't remember his last name. But it was the one where it was released as a memoir of his time in rehab. Like, he was you name a drug and he was on it.
Okay.
And it chronicled his time in rehab and like what it was like for him to go through rehab and the shit that he would do, like one of his coping mechanisms. And it went in graphic detail. It was an excellent fucking book, mind you. It was an excellent fucking book, and I recommend all of you go out there and buy it. You could probably get it at Half Price Books for 99 cents.
Okay.
But it's called 1,000,000 Little Pieces. And if you've got the time, I'll let you borrow my copy.
Cool. Thank you.
But he describes like one of his coping mechanisms for his stress is he will peel the toenail off of his big toe.
Oh.
Yeah, and there's some like really like graphic shit that's discussed. Like when he went to this rehab, apparently he had massive like the whole thing like starts as he wakes up in the back of a car on the way to rehab. Like he just went out on a complete binge, got fucked up, fell somehow, busted the fuck out of his teeth. He has a hole in his cheek from where he got impaled by something. And so they send him to a dentist, but because he's in rehab, they won't give him any fucking narcotics.
Any drugs, right?
So he describes like getting his teeth like worked on so that he can get implants, and all he can do is squeeze onto tennis balls. And I have a thing with like shit happening with the mouth. Like in horror movies and stuff, when it's like mouth shit happens, I'm like,
it's creepy,
dude. It's bad. And so, like, it was rough. It was a rough fucking read. And then it came out that some of the details were accurate. Some of it was fictionalized.
And so Oprah slammed him for it.
So Oprah like crucified him on national television. And my thought is like, look, he wrote the book. Okay, he wrote it. Now, who's to say from the time that he wrote it to the time that it was released, the publisher was like, look, this is a good story, but if we say that it's a memoir, you're going to sell 100 million, or you'll sell 1 million copies if it's a memoir.
Right.
So I don't know what happened between the time that it was written and the time that it was released, but something happened, and they're like, oh, it's a memoir. But it all came out because he wrote a follow-up book called My Friend Leonard that it was like a sequel.
Okay.
And James befriends this mobster in the rehab clinic, and he's like this hard-talking. I kind of envisioned him in my head as Uncle Paulie from The Sopranos.
Okay.
And he...
Keep talking.
Oh, trust me, that's not a problem. But I envisioned him as Uncle Paulie, but you've come to find out in reading the book that he's gay. So it's like this weird like story about him after he gets out of rehab and starts running jobs for Uncle Paulie
Jesus.
Or that's not his name. Leonard.
Well,
Uncle
right,
Paulie.
right. But the guy, the visual.
Yeah. So he's running jobs for this mobster and kind of trying to get back on his feet again and trying to maintain his sobriety. And he met a woman that was in the rehab with him, and they're like in the first book, and they're not supposed to fraternize with people of the opposite sex because you're in rehab, and
right.
Sexual addiction will, if you're trying to get off heroin, fucking is just as good as heroin,
right?
So they
Right.
keep the men and women separate. Blah 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 blah. It's a fantastic fucking book.
Huh.
So once all that came out, because Oprah put it on her book club, and she was like singing its praises, and then she found out that it was fictionalized, and she got cunty about it.
Fuck her.
So I went out and bought it and read it in spite of her, because fuck her, it was excellent. Take that to the bank. Cash me outside, Oprah. How about that?
Well, speaking of books, I last weekend I just happened to catch this movie on demand. Like I was flipping through, I think it was like Saturday morning or some shit, and I wanted to watch something. There was nothing on the DVR, so I found this movie called Diary of a Teenage Girl, and it's actually based off of a book.
Wait. I think I recall that. Wasn't that out last year?
2015 is when it was released, and Kristen Wiig is in it. Alexander Skarsgård from True Blood.
Yeah. Sweet Alexander.
I know. Well, and the main girl,
I hear he's hung like a fucking horse.
I would not know. The main girl who is the main character in the movie, her name is Belle Powley.
Let me see her picture.
I had never heard of her before.
I've seen her in something.
Have you? She's fucking fantastic.
And that was me knocking all the mic
Excuse me.
stands, so suck a dick.
She was fantastic. This movie, like I said, it's based off of a book. So, the premise of the movie, it's this 15-year-old girl, and the movie opens up and she's talking about how she lost her virginity. And as you come to, as the story unfolds, because Christopher Maloney's in the movie too.
Sweet Chris Maloney.
I love him. He's on one of my favorite shows too.
Dude, he was in Wet Hot American Summer.
Yeah.
And he was in the Netflix series as well.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, dude. Have you
We're
seen the Netflix?
We're not diverting from this.
No. No, I know. Have you seen the Netflix series?
No.
Dude, you need to see the Netflix series. We will come back around to that. I'm writing it down.
Thank you. But it starts, she starts talking about how she lost her virginity. And as the story starts to unfold, you find out that her mom, Kristen Wiig,
I think it's actually pronounced Kristen Wiig.
Wiig, whatever, however the fuck you say it. She has addiction issues. She's a drinker. She does drugs too. And her boyfriend happens to be Alexander Skarsgård. And
Sweet Alexander Skarsgård.
And he also has the addiction issues, whatever. I'd say within the first 15 minutes of the movie, the mom, Kristen Wiig, doesn't want to go to the bar with her boyfriend, so she sends her daughter, Minnie. That's her name in the movie. Minnie Getz. Sends her to go to the bar with her boyfriend, and they proceed to go to the bar, get a little bit shit-faced, and that's when you find out that she fucked her mom's boyfriend and lost her virginity that night.
That's hot.
It was... being a woman going through those teenage years, whatever. Not that my parents were married, so my mom didn't have a boyfriend that I fucked, right?
Ew.
I would hope not. But she basically chronicles. I don't know. They don't tell you exactly how long the time lapse is from start to end of the movie, but she chronicles in a diary that she actually records, onto a video, or an audio cassette, and.
Was it kind of like that Netflix series that everybody was talking about, whether the 13 Reasons Why or whatever?
Didn't even watch that.
I didn't either.
I have no idea.
Another one that was based off of a book. It was like 13 Reasons Why I Killed Myself, and she recorded audio tapes about why she killed herself to the people that... And apparently... This is what I'm gathering from what I've heard, but like her dude friend, I'm killing myself and this is why. And this might be why you're responsible for it. And so I don't know.
Yeah, it was not like that at all. It was
okay. So it was absolutely nothing like I was talking about.
Nothing like that at all. She's just chronicling all the things that are going on in her life right there. And it was just, it was a very gutting movie. It was fucking fantastic. And it made me...
Move your mic a little north.
Okay.
There we go.
And it made me decide to buy the book. because I was like, oh my God, I didn't know this was based on a book. And the way that it ended was fantastic. I cried and all the Diary of a Teenage Girl. It was so, 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 so good. The characters, they really fleshed them out. It was just a really well done movie. So I watched that last week and I was very, very, very happy. I can't wait to read the book. So talking, kind of swinging it around back that way, like when you mention these books, I'm like, oh yeah, now I do have time to read shit again and finally like catch up on life.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dude, have you ever seen Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl?
Mm-mm.
Oh, fuck, dude. I saw it on an airplane.
Who's in it?
Nobody that's like known
Okay.
that I'm aware of.
When was it released?
2 years ago?
Okay.
2-3 years ago, something like that. But I saw it on I saw it on an airplane last year, and like it was a great fucking movie. Like me and Earl are the two main characters.
Okay.
Like I can't remember what me's actual name was in the movie, so I will just refer to him as me heretofore. So he and his buddy make like parody movies, right? Like they're in high school. They're all in high school, so they're like their big thing is they'll do like a parody of like Lord of the Rings.
Oh, God.
And they'll like straight up like make a full-on movie about Lord of the Rings.
Wow.
But it's totally like cheap and like done with a high 8 camera and
Of course.
total high school.
Like the Blair Witch Project.
Yeah, well, no.
Terribly done.
Dude, I loved the Blair Witch Project. Until everybody found out that movie was total bullshit, that movie was hype.
It made I get motion sickness.
Well,
so that's
so
why I
then
didn't
not
like
your
it.
thing, yeah.
No. Anyway.
So, like, their whole thing was like they find out one of their classmates ends up having cancer, the dying girl. And so, like, he befriends her begrudgingly because his mom's like, oh, you ought to go over there and hang out with her. He's like, ah, fuck. But then they, like, kind of fall for each other, but then they don't. And, like, it's so not the typical teenage... It's not like The Fault in Our Stars.
I was just going to ask you
it's
about that.
It's absolutely not The Fault in Our Stars.
Even though I loved that book and the movie.
Never saw either of them, but I know it's exactly what that is not.
Okay.
And, like... I'm not going to spoil it for you, but like halfway through the movie, the guy's like, now look, she's not going to die, okay? She's not going to die.
Okay.
But, and then the movie progresses.
Huh.
But, like, it's a fucking excellent watch.
Could I catch it on Netflix?
I believe it may be on Netflix.
I will check it out and see.
Dude, it's fucking excellent. Like, it's seriously, like, it was one of those movies, like, I wept on an airplane.
I challenge you to watch The Fault in Our Stars, though. Now, it is based on a
Shailene
book.
Woodbury.
I tell you
She
what,
makes me
though,
want to suck on the fucking hot end of a shotgun.
It was a really good movie. It was a really, really fucking good movie. Like I said, I read the book well before I had ever seen the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I like his writing anyway. Like, he wrote this book called Paper... I can't remember the damn author's name.
Oh, Paper Towns.
Paper Towns, yes.
Dude, that movie was excellent as well.
I didn't see the movie.
The movie was
yet.
great.
I haven't seen that yet. But the one kid who's in The Fault in Our Stars, he's also in that movie. And there's another book that I read by him too. Oh, I can't remember. I have them at home, but I loved him. And The Fault in Our Stars, I say catch it at least. I know it's on demand for free.
I think it's probably still on Netflix as well.
Yeah, you could catch it on either one of them. But
that'll be one I'll watch with the missus.
Yeah, and I'm sure she would. I mean, like,
It's
might cry. I cried.
Yeah, Well, the funny thing is, like, I am so the emotional one.
You're the woman of the relationship.
I am such the bitch in the relationship. I am the boo-boo kitty fuck of the relationship. Totally. But yeah, dude, fucking Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl. Fantastic movie,
I will totally
dude.
look that up.
Excellent fucking movie.
I'll totally look that up.
And it was just one of those kind of indie releases, kind of like the perks of being a wallflower. Like, you see, like, it's one of those that, like, you would scroll past on Netflix, like, oh, wow, okay. I don't know if, whatever, indie movie. Not to say that all indie movies are, I like indie movies.
I do too, but
like it's just one of those. You're like, look, like you're looking for something. Like, look, I'm looking to fucking see if fucking Civil War is on there, and like, I'm not really wanting to watch Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl,
right.
But I'm on an airplane. It's the only thing that's fucking on, and I'm watching it.
Right,
dude, I'm weeping. Like, it was so good. It was such a good fucking movie.
I will definitely look that one up for sure.
Yeah, totally worth watching.
And I know that we're going to be talking about this on a future episode at more length, but you have to, and I want to let everybody out there know too, you have to watch the series on CNN, the 90s. They just premiered it yesterday, so on Sunday. And it was a 2-hour premiere for.
Oh, so
for
I
the
only have to
series.
watch one episode to catch up.
Only one.
Okay.
And it was all about 90s television, and it was fucking fantastic. Some people, I don't give a fuck if you like CNN or not. Watch the damn show. Like, it's good, and it's
fake news.
Yeah.
Fake news.
Fuck that. It's a really good show, and Tom Hanks, I think, is one of the executive producers too, which I love because he did the 70s, he did the 80s, and now
Yeah,
he's
and
doing
I
the
saw
90s.
most of the 70s and a lot of the 80s one. They were fucking excellent documentaries.
Watch all of them when you get a chance, and you can watch all of them. They're even doing a comedy one. They're like they did. It's called The History of Comedy, and I don't remember how many episodes aired a few months ago, but they're doing some more that are coming out.
Really?
And it's fantastic. Yeah, just really, really good stuff. So
Excellent.
I like watching this kind of shows.
All right, bitches. This is for all of you complaining that we don't talk about anything else but music.
But music, right? Like here, this is the fangirl to this, okay? But yeah, the 90s. And if you have not seen the other ones, like I know you've seen them.
Yeah,
but like
they're on Netflix. The 70s and 80s are both on Netflix
Are they?
right now.
See, and because I caught them, like I DVR'd them, I never bothered to look on Netflix.
Yeah.
So that's good to know.
That's
though.
how I saw them. Was that they were on Netflix?
That's good to know. Yeah, I hope that they do one on the 60s.
I thought they did.
Did they?
Maybe it was the 60s and the 70s and not the 80s that I saw.
Damn it! Now I have to. All I know is I've seen all of them. So we can look that up later.
But if
but,
you haven't seen the 60s, you've not seen them all.
well, I've definitely.
Look at me, I'm better than everybody. I've seen them all.
I couldn't remember if they did do a 60s one. Somebody can correct me, but I know that I've seen all of them since they aired because I was like, I need to fucking see that.
Yeah,
So-
if I'm not mistaken, I think they did the 60s as well because they talked about Kennedy and all of that. I believe, yeah.
Then it's probably
Yeah, because then they covered Woodstock and like they had like an entire episode on music. They had one on politics.
That's right. They did.
Yeah.
That's right. So I have seen. Fuck,
Dude,
it's been a
yeah.
while. Yes.
it's been a while.
No.
Dude, it's a good song. It's not. Hey, dude, it's not like look at this photograph. What the hell was on Johnny's head?
I really hope that Nate's listening because we hate that band.
Nickelback
With Fire
can
of a
suck
Thousand Suns.
a fucking bag of cockroaches.
Yeah.
They're not even worth sucking a bag of dicks. Like, they can suck cockroaches with fucking crab claws, okay? They can eat a bag of fucking glass covered in AIDS, covered in fucking herpes. I don't give a shit.
I implore
Chad
anybody.
Kroger and his fucking poodle haircut.
Right.
And Avril Lavigne, his stupid wife.
I implore anybody to try to change my mind on that because fuck you. I will not.
Yeah, they had, like, a good song.
Nope.
No. I will say this.
Nope.
On their first album,
Nope.
they had a song that spoke out against domestic violence.
I'll give them that, but
And it was a decent song. It was the only song of theirs that I would either, like, even, like, commit to, like, even casually saying, it's not that bad. Like, dude, seriously, the fucking lead-off singer, I like your pants around your knees. I'm like, what?
terrible.
Dude, you want to know what's even
Terrible.
crazier? Like, they've got a couple songs that we played at church.
What?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of church stuff, so I had gotten an email today with some like job leads and stuff sent to me, and there was a job listing was for a church over here in Hoffman Estates, Life Changers or something like that.
Life Changers International Church. I saw David Crowder Band play there.
Well, so in order for somebody to be an applicant for the church, you have to fucking attend the church.
Well, that makes sense.
I mean, it does, but I also think that it's limiting in the sense of if you want to get somebody in there, like, do
But
they
you're also-
need to be? Do they have to be? I
Well,
get it. It's their brand, right?
Well, not even a brand. You got to look. Like, they are technically a non-profit organization.
Uh-huh.
They're not even in the private sector, I don't even think. They're, like, outside of that.
Okay.
So I even want to say that, like, the normal rules of employment don't apply to a church.
Oh, really?
I don't believe so. Like, you have, like, because, look, for most employment, you cannot discriminate on race, religion, blah,
right,
blah, blah,
sex,
blah.
yeah,
They're
religion.
a religious organization. So if you're not a Christian, you need not apply.
And I mean, I am not an atheist, but I also don't attend church. So, and I am not involved in the church. So I never in a million years would have thought that because I saw that and I'm like, well, fuck you. I'm not going to fucking apply for your job anyway.
Well, you got to think though, like I don't want to say, like, I'm not speaking for that church,
No.
but in general, you, like, for that, if you're going to be employed by an organization like a church, they're going to want to have people that hold the same, and I'm using finger quotes, values
Right.
and whatnot that church holds.
Sure.
You would not last 15 minutes there.
Well,
Because you would be like, hey, what the fuck is up, motherfuckers? And they'd been like,
never. I would
you would so like hear like
never.
the needle rip off the vinyl.
I would never. I'm even very like touchy about that at the place where I work now. Like,
It's like, so what's up with this Jeebus guy?
they'd fire me after a day.
You wouldn't even make it a day. It'd be like an hour and 45 minutes.
I was just really surprised though, because
Yeah,
I was like, if
I
you want to
think-
get a good candidate in, and I get like, can't you make like some kind of a way for them
concession?
to like, could they come and start attending your church? Why do they have to be?
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah, no, and that makes sense too. But I mean, I even like there was a time where at the church that I attend, if you were to like get up and speak, not necessarily even do the sermon for the week, but if you're going to get up there and do announcements, or if you were going to read like aloud a Bible verse like during the worship service or whatever,
right.
they like did a background check on you and had references to make sure that you were aligned with their values before you could speak.
Crap.
Well, I mean, literally, like, look, I probably
I'm not
wouldn't-
judging that, but it's mind blowing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a religious organization, and I'm sure every church is like that.
Huh.
Because if you are using your mouthpiece, literal,
Right.
to speak in the church, at that moment when you are actually using your vocal cords, you are representing that church to everybody that's sitting in the congregation.
Sure.
Now, you and I may have been going to the church for 15 years together.
Right.
But Bob came in behind you, and Bob just came in for the first time. So he's like, "Oh wow, that Reuben guy, he's pretty interesting. I'm gonna look him up on Facebook." And then they sees like all the degenerate shit that I post on Facebook, and then that puts a tarnish on the church because, well, it was his first time. Well, Reuben's saying all this weird shit on Facebook. He has this podcast where he curses like a sailor.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what kind of church is this?
Like I said, because I'm not involved, things that I never would have thought of.
Yeah.
Also, reasons why I lock the shit up on my Facebook
Right.
page. Like, people who are not on my page can't see my shit.
You'd still be surprised on what they can Google and find you.
No, I changed that setting, so you can't even find me on Google with, like, looking for Facebook.
Google me, bitches. Fucking bring it.
Yeah, I was like, try it, but, like, there's an option in there in your settings, your privacy settings, where you can take it so it's...
Search.
Yeah.
Right on.
So...
Yeah, but no,
Interesting.
that's like, and like I said, and it was one funny thing about that particular church that you were speaking of, that like when we went to go see the band there, they're like, "Oh yeah, we're the largest growing congregation." We're like, I don't give a shit. Just bring out David Crowder Band.
They boasted that on their website too, because then I was like, well, I'm going to look at this website and see, are they smiting everybody on their website? No, but I
didn't get that from them, but it's a massive church, dude. Like, it's crazy. It's right over off of like Beverly Road.
Yep.
Like,
it's but near Sears.
yeah,
Yeah.
or the Sears Center. Yeah.
No.
Which funnily enough is right where Poplar Creek used to be ish.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know? So, but yeah, like I've been there one time to see that band play, and dude, you will have to listen to. We're gonna bring back assignments at some point, guys.
Yeah, we will. We have to get our shit together, but we are definitely going to do that. I don't know if it'll be a weekly thing again. I don't know like how we want to do that. We haven't hashed out
discussed
the
it.
details.
Yeah, we
yet.
haven't had like a podcast meeting in
Right.
a while. So
You good there?
yeah.
Life's good.
Yeah, the missus is.
I moved my car well over for her.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I don't even. She's not home. So, but yeah. So, Wet Hot American Summer.
Yes.
They did like I can't remember how many episodes of the series that they did, but it's a prequel
Oh, to the movie.
to the movie, and everybody is 10 years older because it's been 10 or 15 years since the movie, but they're all playing it as if they were 20 years younger.
Oh my God.
Dude, it's fucking awesome.
I will have to start watching that on Netflix.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't even want to say it's 10 to 15. It's not even 10 episodes, I don't think. I think 10 is like the Netflix standard.
I think
at this point,
so.
10 to 13, but I don't even think it was that many, and it was all half-hour episodes.
Oh, that's not bad.
But it came out like 2 years ago.
They only did one season.
They only did one season.
That's what
but
I
they got
figured.
everybody back from the original show.
That's
or from the
fucking
original
cool.
movie. So, like, you know, I think Kristen Wiig was in it.
Was she?
She was in the original, yes. It's got all of the guys from The State
Oh my
that
God.
were in it.
Yes.
Michael Ian Black is in it.
Yes.
And let's see who else was in it. Amy Poehler's in
Poehler,
it.
yep.
Chris Maloney is in it.
Love him.
Dude.
I love him. He's on my favorite show on WGN America, Underground, that slave show.
Oh, really? I've never seen it.
You've never seen that? That's another one you need to watch. But I love him. And from Law and Order, duh. So, yeah.
He's been in a bunch of stuff, like him and Chris Haim. Like,
He's fucking dreamy as hell.
dude, Chris Haim is fucking dreamy, dude.
I'm trying to picture his face, Chris
He
Hamm.
was in. He's been in everything too. Like that guy. Did you ever watch The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt?
No.
He was in that for a minute. He played the cult leader. But he was in Mad Men. I know you didn't watch Mad Men, but
No, I didn't.
see.
And everybody told me, because I've worked in a few ad agencies, that I needed to watch that show. And I'm like, but it's not fucking 1962 anymore.
no, but it's fucking excellent, dude. It's definitely worth a watch.
Maybe at some point I will.
Yeah. Where is he? Bring that dreamy fucker's face
But
up.
that
Google.
90s show inspired me to rewatch Sex and the City, the whole series
I know.
again.
Kirsten watched it when she was pregnant with
I
her.
love that damn show. It was a very smart show. I mean, the last season I was not super happy with, but I pretty much loved that whole show.
Really?
And I didn't get into it until after it was off the air.
That's how I was with Seinfeld. I didn't.
Oh, I love Seinfeld. Oh, love.
Yeah, I didn't get into. Why? Well, fucking let me bring up Mad Men.
Were you ever into Will and Grace?
No, not really.
Ugh.
Like I saw some episodes. It wasn't bad,
I'm so stoked for it to come back. I am so fucking happy that they're bringing it
dude.
back. Some people are bitching that, they don't have any new ideas. I'm like, I think it's partially demand too. Like they're
It is
listening
demand
to people.
they did that Red Nose Day thing, or was
Right.
it? I think it was Red Nose Day, wasn't it? It was one of those like, hey, we're
think
gonna
so.
do like.
They were going to do it on Netflix, I thought. Was my understanding, or something to that effect, like that. Maybe not Netflix, and I might be saying incorrectly stating that, but they
John
were
Hamm, not Chris Hamm.
Oh,
Goddamn.
okay. I was
Stupid
like,
Reuben. No wonder I couldn't find it.
Now, yeah.
John
I
Hamm.
know John Hamm,
dude, and he got yelled at, kind of like, okay, all right, sorry to take it away from Will and fucking Grace, but
It's a good fucking show.
John Hamm got yelled at by AMC in much the same way that Burt Ward in 1966 was talked to by NBC and then ABC, because
Tell people who Burt Ward is in case they don't know.
I'm sorry. Burt Ward played
played
Robin
yeah.
in the Batman 66.
Right.
Well, the Catholic Coalition, or the Catholic League of Decency or whatever back in the 60s was like, you can see Robin's penis. So, like, they had to, like, pad his fucking front because you can see his dick.
Could you see the angles and the borders of his dick?
I think so. I really didn't pay attention, but, like, yeah, so they talked about that. But John Hamm famously doesn't wear underwear. And
I like him even more now.
John Hamm has a hog.
I heard that he's hung like a fucking horse. Yeah, I have heard
dude.
that before.
Yeah. So.
Oh, so see, now I definitely need to run into him somewhere where he's wearing like white linen pants. I would be very happy.
Skeet.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude. But he's like, dude, and John Hamm is a fantastic, much like Chris Maloney.
Mm-hmm.
They're known for their dramatic roles, but they're fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I never would have known that Christopher Maloney was so funny until seeing him in some of his other roles outside of
Yeah.
Law and Order, because of course that's where I first knew of him.
Right.
But he is one hilarious motherfucker, and his Facebook page is funny too, like the shit that he posts.
Dude, I follow Chris Maloney on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
That motherfucker hates him some Trump.
Oh, I
Oh,
love him
dude.
even more. But no, I mean, I've seen him post stuff on his Facebook page too. But I'm sure on Twitter he's a lot more liberal with that.
Ooh, dude. Yeah.
Even more reasons why I love him.
Right. So, what have you been consuming lately?
Well, so this kind of goes into what we're going to talk about. So I'm going to kind of preface it with, and you can play the message and stuff. One of our regular listeners gave us a challenge for our, I think it was top 10 songs of the summer or playlist or something.
A summer playlist. Just a summer playlist.
So I've been kind of, in all honesty, that's kind of what I've been going back and kind of like consuming and going through and being like, would this fall onto my list? Would this fall onto my list? What would this work too? I can even I'm going to bring up my Apple Music because.
So we're going to get into that now?
Well, it shows me, I'm just going back for reference for myself, like things that I've been listening to. Of course, like, I'm addicted to my Apple, the music app on Apple, just because the playlists I love. It's easy for me to pop it in, hook up my phone and listen to those in the morning because it's quote unquote smart where it gets to know you and it gets to know your preferences. So, everybody at this point knows, and Carlos, my spirit animal, knows that I'm like a huge 90s fan, of course, like duh. So what I've really been listening to a lot lately, they have this playlist. It's called the Alternative Hits, and then it goes by like year in the 90s, of course. So this morning they actually had the 1993 playlist, and last Friday I think it was 94. So I've been listening to a lot of the alternative music from the 90s again. A lot of Bjork lately too. I mean,
I had a manager at Sam Goody that used to call her Bjork.
I love her. Do I love everything of hers? No, but I do love her, and I
funny
think she's a great artist.
As far as Bjork is concerned, my favorite album by her is one that everybody hates.
Which one?
Telegram. It's the remix album that came out after debut. Or no, what was the Post? Post was the second album.
I think so, yes.
Yeah, so it was the one that had the blue cover. And it was her, like, kind of like...
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that's my favorite Bjork album.
Huh.
And it's just a remix album from songs that were on the first two records.
Interesting.
Yeah, dude, I love that fucking record.
But see, I think she's a great artist.
Dude, and she released an album in the early aughts called Medulla, which had... It was all vocal.
Really?
So she had Rahzel from The Roots...
Wow.
Because he can impersonate musical instruments. And he's like, the only musical instrument that is actually on the album is a piano because it's the only thing that the human voice cannot replicate.
How crazy.
Yeah. Mike Patton is also on that album.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, that was one of the few collaborations. The only collaboration between Mike Patton and Bjork.
Nice.
And I bought the album not because it was a Bjork album, but because Mike Patton was on the record.
Not that any of these songs necessarily go with my summer playlist. I've been jamming out to Portishead again, too.
And you said this was a 93 soundtrack?
It's a 93 playlist on the Apple Music. Yeah. I mean, yours might be different depending on, like, because I don't know if you interact and actually, like things or dislike them or anything like that.
I just download shit. I haven't really gotten to the point of, like, really fucking with it. Because, like
I said... Oh, my God, you have to.
Well, I know, but, like I was telling you the last time... I don't have unlimited data, so like when I'm on the road, I don't want to fuck with it because, look, when it comes down to like data on the phone between me and my wife, I consume like 96% of the data.
Okay. Yeah, see, I have unlimited data with my plan, so for me, like it's...
Yeah, we may be switching.
I think you should. Speaking of phones, really quickly, I was watching the news today when I got home from work, and they were talking about the new iPhone that's going to be coming out.
The iPhone
$1,200 fucking dollars is what they're guesstimating.
Dude, but that's
cost.
probably like the highest high end.
Sure, but still, $1,200 fucking dollars. I was like, oh my God. Not that I'm due for an upgrade or anything like that, but I couldn't believe that.
Yeah, it's a little high.
A lot high. I mean, I love
That's
you,
like
Apple,
that's
but
like,
come on.
dude, that's more than a MacBook.
That's more than what I paid for my MacBook.
Your MacBook
Air.
Pro? Or
Yeah.
your MacBook Air?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Airbook or whatever the fuck it's called.
It's a MacBook
but,
Air, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. That's more. Yeah. So.
Dude, I might have to go Android.
What?
Dude, if it comes down to like having to be an affordable phone,
get the iPhone 7.
That or I'm going to be using this motherfucker until it dies.
Dude, switch your fucking carrier. Get the iPhone 7. Who cares about the new one that's coming out in a few? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, who gives a shit? I love the iPhone. I have the 7 Plus, but I love it.
Yeah, I got the 6S, and I do appreciate the 6S.
Yeah, I mean, I love my phone. Don't go to the dark side.
No, I probably
Please.
wouldn't. I'd look at it and be like, I can't fucking operate this. And take
I
it
would
back.
kick you in the nuts and be like, "What have you done with
Dude,
Reuben?"
Well, dude, you know I tried to drop a smartphone altogether, right?
What?
Yeah, dude. So I was looking to try and save us some cash because I have an iPhone for work.
Okay.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, why do I need 2 iPhones? So I'm like,
Sure.
look, all right, I go into the VZW and I'm like, look, all right, my wife's keeping her data. She's keeping her phone, but I want, like, we're out of contract. We've paid for our phones. They're paid up. So I'm going to go and just buy a flip phone outright. I was just going to straight up just buy a flip phone and be done with it.
Okay.
And like, I called first and they're like, oh yeah, you'll like save $60 a month. I'm like, fuck yeah.
Well, that's a lot. I mean, that makes
That's a lot of
difference.
money.
Fuck
That's
yeah.
600, 70. It's maths per year. That's a lot of money.
$720 per year.
I don't math, okay?
I'm helping you here.
But yeah, it's $720 a year.
It's a lot
That's
of
a lot of money, you know? And so I went in and I'm like, all right, well, I kept my iPhone. Just, I'm like, fuck it, I'll use it as an iPod.
Right.
Or an iPod, like an iPod Touch.
Yeah.
You know, that's fine. And so I got this phone and I paid for it. They set it up. And I called Kirsten from it. And I'm like, hey, babe, got the new phone. So everything sound okay? Yeah. She's like, just double check. Make sure about the savings. I'm like, all right, no worries. So I go back. Never broke the proscenium of the store. Never got out the front door. Okay. And I'm like, hey, you know what? My wife brought up a good point. She's like, could you double check to see how much money our bill is going to be?
Right.
It was more.
What?
Because we dropped the data plan. The more people, like at that point, the more people you had on your data plan, the cheaper the data plan got. It was like their fucking sliding scale of shit. Like, oh, you got 5 people? Well, then it's $25 a line. But if you have one person, it's $40 a line.
You need to dump them, period.
So, but this was like a year and this was before these. That's when I still had my iPhone 5. Okay. So, like, I'm like, all right, sorry, take this back. Well, there's going to be a $30 restocking fee.
What?
I'm like, I haven't even left the door.
Oh, my God.
I haven't even walked out of your store. I walked away from the counter. Well, I'm sorry, it's the best we could do. Like, I'm like, you get me a manager.
Absolutely.
Right now. So they couldn't refund me the $30 right there, but they took it off my next bill.
Okay.
So I got the money back, technically. But I'm like,
That's still a rub, though, man.
why is it
That's
costing me
bullshit.
more for a flip phone than it would for a fucking smartphone?
Well, that's the racket now, though, because they want to push everybody onto the smartphones. Like,
Yeah.
Deb and Don, they refuse. Like, Don sort of kind of has a smartphone now that's from, like, 8 years ago.
He's got a fucking Nokia Sidekick or whatever.
It's a little Samsung touchscreen phone, and he's adorable with it. Like, he's so cute. I'm talking about my parents, obviously. And he's so cute with it, like, because he kind of understands it, but he kind of doesn't. And he's got...
What the hell's a text message?
Well, he doesn't even have text messaging, but he has, and I say this lovingly, but he has such fat fingers legit. So when he tries to fuck with like the screen because it's so tiny, he can't get all the buttons, like the haptic
He's like a
feedback.
T-Rex.
Kinda, but with really big fucking hands. Like I feel so bad for him, but I also laugh. I'm like, Dad, just fucking let me buy you an iPhone, please.
Like that
Let
movie
me
Meet
do
the
that.
Robinsons. I've got this big head in these little hands.
Yes. I'm like, Dad, please just let me do you that solid. I will fucking put you on my plan. I will, if you want to throw a couple bucks at me a month, that's fine. But like, let me do you the justice of getting you a phone that, I don't know, actually fucking works. But that's the rub, though. That's
Right.
the problem. So like, as these phones and like the technology keeps evolving, you're going to get fucked if you don't buy those phones.
Yeah.
It sucks.
It's like, dude, all I want is something to talk to people on. Look, I don't care if I have to push the 5 button 4 times to get a fucking
to get
letter.
a text message, right?
Dude, remember those predictive
yeah,
and the
dude.
predictive text?
Oh god, I remember I used to have it memorized. Like when I would text message on like the flip phones or the whatever, I would have it memorized how many taps it took to get to like a letter.
But dude, even on the smartphone, Ducking is never a word I would ever use.
My phone knows me well enough now. It just autocorrects it to fucking anytime.
It does for me too, but for whatever reason, it's a capital F now. I'm like, did I use that at the first word of a sentence? Is that...
Yeah, that's like the word asshole on mine. Like the other day, it just randomly like capitalized it in the middle of a sentence. I'm like, what the? I'm like, okay, well, I guess if I'm using it,
in all
fairness,
fairness, you do use asshole as a proper noun.
Well, right.
And a name.
Okay. And a name. That's exactly. Because I was like, well, I am referring to XYZ person as an asshole, so I'll allow it. I'll let it be capitalized. So totally diversion there.
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I diverted the fucking conversation. But we are pressed for a little bit of time tonight too. So, but yeah, I listening to a lot of Bjork again. Portishead too. I fucking love her. Love them.
I've heard the third album is not so good.
Yeah. I don't disagree.
But then
with
again,
that.
there was also like decade between, wasn't there? Like there was a long time frame between like the second and the third album.
Yeah, it was 97 to 2008. So yeah.
11 years.
Yeah, it was 11 years. But they're fantastic. I've also, oh my gosh, I've been listening actually to a lot. Oh shit, and I forgot. I bought you a gift today that I fucking forgot at the house. So I'm going to spoil it and tell you what I bought you.
I'm going to have to wait for my fleshlight.
Yeah. I bought you the Cure, the Boys Don't Cry CD.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Because I was like, I'm looking the other day and I'm like, I know that they have this somewhere. And I bought myself a copy because I couldn't remember if I owned a copy on CD or not because I have the vinyl. But I will bring that for you this weekend.
Nice.
Listening to The Cure, of course. Jamming to some Rachel Yamagata because I'm going to see her in a couple of weeks.
Like, 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, right?
So what, the 24th?
Yeah, 29th.
29th,
So
yeah. We're
three weeks from Saturday. Well, from this past Saturday, regardless. But oh my God. And then the other day I was so excited. It was on one of my playlists. It was on one of my 80s Apple playlists, an Erasure song. And I was like, son of a bitch. Oh my God, I have to listen to Erasure now. So I've been listening to them a lot lately too.
Never really got into Erasure.
And I saw them in concert at the Congress.
Yeah,
back in
we talked about that,
2011.
I think, previously.
They're fantastic.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Super fabulous audience too.
Very fabulous audience. But aside from like,
or as
everything
Eli says, European.
Yeah. Besides that though, like I pretty much talked about what I was consuming like TV wise and stuff though too. Like I watch a lot of Food Network though too. I'm addicted to like Chopped. And Cutthroat Kitchen.
See, I never
Food Network Star.
I never really got into Chopped or not Chopped. I love some Chopped.
Cutthroat Kitchen. Good.
Yeah, I never really watched much of that.
It's good.
I do like, for whatever reason, what is it? The one that Ina Garten does.
I can't stand that bitch.
She's so like
Barefoot Contessa.
Barefoot
no, thank
Contessa.
you.
Like, I think her husband's gay.
Oh, I think he is too. I think he is. I cannot stand that woman. I heard she was a bitch to a kid who had like cancer or something too. Oof. Like recently, I was like, lady, get over yourself. Yeah. But
well, at least she's not a racist like Paula Deen.
Like Paula Deen, exactly.
Dude, Paula Deen looks like if Ozzy Osbourne was like a transgender person.
Well, she was in that movie with Orlando Bloom. What was that fucking movie?
Elizabethtown?
Thank you. Yes, because my cousin's band's song, a Helen Steller song, was featured in a very prominent scene in that movie. So that's what I always think of her from, too. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, her being racist.
Right. Okay, look at that. Okay. And then...
He's showing me pictures of Paula Deen.
Hold on.
With a gaping mouth. Not him, Paula Deen.
All right, hold on. I'm going to find one here.
He's flipping through his phone. I will continue to babble on, though. I love Food Network. Oh, my God.
Paula Deen is a transgender Ozzy Osbourne with white hair.
Oh, my God. I think I challenge you to put a side-by-side on the PG page on Facebook.
Going to do it.
No, I am addicted to Food Network, though, and I'm also, quote-unquote, friends with some of the chefs on my Facebook page, and I interact with them pretty regularly. So, yeah. I also watch Catfish a lot, too.
I've never seen an episode. I never saw the movie. I don't care to.
I haven't seen the movie, and I've been dying to see the movie, but Neve and Max are like bromance. like just those two are fantastic, and the show is pretty freaking great. I do
Really?
love it. Oh yeah, and I love to see them when they get when the catfish folks get busted, because I'm kind of like, haha, I can sit here in the comfort of my own home and laugh at you for being a dip fuck, for thinking that oh my god, yes, you need to put that on there immediately.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to post this right now.
Do it.
And people are going to be like, what the fuck? I'm not even going to say anything.
Don't say a word. Just plop it on the fucking page. You don't have to say anything. Then they'll get it when they finally listen.
People are going to be like, what the actual fuck?
So besides Paula Deen, transgender photos, what have you been consuming this week?
You know what? Actually, I have been... Oh, this is going to be fucking awesome. I can't wait to see people be like, what?
You should just... Oh, no, because we said we're not going to say anything. I was going to say hashtag it, but don't.
No, I'm not
Don't
hashtagging
even do
shit.
it.
No, I just have been watching Preacher, because Preacher came back on AMC.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Second season started, and second season is kind of a little bit more what the comic books were.
Okay.
Like the first season kind of led up to, and I'm doing it again. Fuck. Oh, God damn it. So the first season was pretty much...
Don't edit it out. Who gives a fuck?
I do. That's the one thing I care about at this point. I just did it again.
I know you did.
Stellar.
No,
No, so basically the first season kind of led up to, it was like a prequel to the first book.
Okay.
First comic book, but different because it did fuck with the timelines, fucked with the stories, and fucked with a little bit here and there.
Okay.
So then now it's kind of picking up where the comic book started, because it all started in a diner with Jesse, who's the preacher, Tulip, his girlfriend, and Cassidy, who's the 100-year-old Irish vampire.
Okay.
And they kind of go on this hard traveling hero's journey to find God. Because basically the whole thing starts with like...
Were they sitting in a movies?
No, this was well before Kevin Smith came up with the concept of a movie. But the whole thing was like, you find out that in the comic series, like this comet comes down, blows up this church that the preacher is preaching in, and he's the only one that survives.
Okay.
But you find out that he's taken on kind of a possession of this entity called Genesis, and he has the voice of God.
Do they sing Land of Confusion?
No.
Okay.
So, but he could say, like, in the comics, he's like, why don't you guys go fuck yourselves to these cops? And they all, like, literally rip their penises off and fuck themselves. Like, they don't show it. They don't show it. But they describe it later.
Okay.
So he just basically can, like, turn it on and say, like in the TV series, he tells this kid to go to hell, and the kid ends up in hell.
Oh.
Yeah. So he has this massive power, and as the comic series progresses, you find out that this Genesis is the ill-begotten spawn of an angel and a demon, and it's more powerful than God.
Oh, wow.
So God is like they have it contained in like this prison thing, and these like special seraphim are like keeping it a bay, and like are supposed to keep an eye on it, and somehow it gets out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what happens. It comes to Earth, blows up this church, and Jesse Custer, the preacher, takes on Genesis.
Okay.
So their whole thing is, like, they find out that God's missing. Like, God fucks off. He's like, I'm out. So the entire series is them trying to find God. And, like, Jesse, like, even in the comics and in the TV show, he's like, we're going to find God, and I'm going to kick his ass.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
and it was written by Garth Ennis, who's, like, royalty on comic writers.
Okay.
And my wife must just be getting home.
Okay.
The dog's going nuts. And it's illustrated by a man named Steve Dillon, who just passed away, like, not even 6 months ago.
Oh, wow.
And he wasn't even that old. And cancer got him like that. Fuck cancer. But the series is excellent. Like, it's produced by Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg.
Oh, nice.
So it's got that, like, offbeat humor to it, but it's
Sure.
not, like, it's pretty true to the comics for the most part.
Okay.
But it's good. It's good. It's in its second season, and I just started catching up on that. I actually, it's Monday, so episode's out tonight.
Nice.
And then I've been catching up on Orphan Black.
No, I've not seen it.
Dude, Orphan Black is so good. Are you familiar?
No.
Okay, BBC show.
Okay.
BBC America, actually. And the whole premise of the show, the very first episode, this woman walks to a train platform. She sees this other woman from behind. Take her shoes off, put her bag down. She turns, and she sees her own face. The woman that took her shoes and bag off steps in front of the train.
Wow.
And you find out that it's all about cloning.
Oh,
and
no shit.
like this woman's been they were an experiment, and there are multiple of them, and they all have been raised in different environments and different this and different one of them was like Helena was raised in as a Russian hit person.
I've seen the previews for the. Now that you're saying this, I've
Sess
seen
watches
the previews.
it.
Okay,
Sess watches it. So Helena's like a she was a Russian hit woman, and then you've got the one that's like this perky housewife, and then you've got the other one who's a computer hacker, and one of them was transgendered for 2 episodes in a season. Like she came in, or he came in, and then fucked off for like an episode. He was in for 2 episodes, I think.
Okay,
and Sarah was the main character, but there are, and then there's Cosima, who's like the PhD biologist. They're all played by the same woman.
that's what I thought. That's now that you're describing it, like I said, I've seen the previews, and that's what I thought
And
it was the same person.
Finally, after the 4th season, it was either an Emmy or a Golden Globe, but she finally got one.
Wow,
Because she is excellent in this show.
Wow,
And it raises a lot of questions about cloning and genetic research and genetic
interesting,
all that kind of stuff.
Interesting.
And I want to say the first 4 seasons are on Netflix right now. If not, they're on Amazon Prime for sure.
I think I've seen it on Netflix though. Scrolling through,
Yeah,
looking for
it's
other shit.
definitely worth a watch. It's interesting because it's sciencey and
That's kind of my jam.
yeah, it's got that sci-fi science about it, the fiction about it. It's like secret societies are involved and all kinds of shit. It's a great show, and this is the 5th and final season. They're only doing 5 seasons and they're out.
Really?
But yeah, Tiana Maslany is the main woman that plays all these characters, and she is fantastic in this show.
Huh. Maybe I will give it a whirl.
Yeah, so I've been watching that. I'm about 4 episodes behind or 3 episodes behind.
Okay.
It's banked on my DVR. It's taken me probably 3 or 4 tries to get through the second episode this season.
Okay.
Not for lack of content or not. I just start watching it and I fall asleep because it's late at night. And then the new Haim came out on Friday.
Yeah, unfortunately, because I was so crazed today, I did not get a chance to listen to it.
Dude, it's so good.
You were saying that, and I was a little bummed that I didn't get a chance to listen to it today. But
it is. There's a song on it. It's the 2nd or 3rd song on the album, I want to say. Let me pull it up here. Nice picture of the sunset, Cousin Scott. It is A Little of Your Love. Dude.
and I think that's all that you can play, so we don't get sued.
This is a Tom Petty song.
Really?
No, it's not. But it sounds like a Tom Petty song.
It sounds like isn't that a Tom Petty song, Don't Do Me Like That?
Don't Do Me Like That. Yeah, it's very reminiscent of Don't Do Me Like That, but it's not. And I doubt that they're going to pull the Sam Smith thing where it was, dude, like that whole Sam Smith thing for Free Fallin' or whatever song it was. Dude, seriously, you had to slow it down and change the pitch, and then it was like, oh, it kind of sounds like that.
Unfortunately, though, that shit's going to continue to happen.
Well, as the Beastie Boys said, there's only 12 notes that a man can play.
Right.
But so there was that song. But that was the first thing that I heard when I heard that. I'm like, God damn, this sounds like a Tom Petty song.
Oh, I'm sorry. Jaden Smith just sent me a friend request on Facebook.
Did he seriously?
No.
Oh. But the rest of the album, it's way different.
Okay.
Than the first record.
I will definitely give it a spin tomorrow, probably on my way to work in the morning.
Lots of Tusk and Tango in the Night era Fleetwood Mac.
Oh, I'm so okay with that.
Well, have you heard their cover of Hold Me?
I think you played it for me
Yeah.
before. Yeah. I think because I did enjoy it. I love Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah, but like the music, the way that it's written, a lot of the songs on here, they're like, God damn, that could have been off an old, or like late 70s, early 80s era Fleetwood Mac record. Doesn't have like the guitar virtuosity that Lindsey Buckingham would have.
Sure.
But like the drums, the keyboards and stuff, it totally is very reminiscent of of later era Fleetwood Mac.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really
God,
fucking
and
good.
now I'm going to listen to those Fleetwood Mac albums too. Now that you like mentioned that, because I love Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah, and then I've been listening to Honey Honey Band. Honey.
Talk about them, yeah,
dude. You need to listen to Honey Honey. I think you may have tried at one point.
I tried and I just didn't get into it.
But their album Billy Jack, I've been listening to again. That's my jam right there. They've got an album called 3. I downloaded it. I haven't really listened to it yet.
Okay.
But very like, imagine if Rachel did country.
She's actually teamed up with Ryan Adams before, so it's not terribly hard for me to imagine that.
But it's very but it's more traditional country. Well, I guess Ryan Adams kind of does country rock, not like Keith Urban does country rock,
right?
But it's more like America. I would say it's more Americana. But so like if like Rachel did more Americana style of country, like they got a song called L.A. River on that Billy Jack album that like rips my soul out. Like I love that song so much. Now the one thing that I think they fucked up on the Billy Jack album was that they put a song. The very first song on the album is called Angel of Death. That song should have never been the leadoff song for that record because it is completely not indicative of the rest of the album. It's very much a country song. It's a good song.
Uh-huh.
It just doesn't belong as the leadoff song on the album. They could have put it later on in the album and it would have fit perfectly fine.
Okay.
But like, I would even recommend just skipping the first track and going to Glad That I've Done What I Did, which is the second song on the album. That is a fucking wonderful song. Like, this album is stellar. And I found out about them on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Okay.
Like, they're BFFs of Joe Rogan.
Oh.
Like, and they've done shows with him. Like, they've opened up for Joe and stuff like that.
Well, that's cool.
But, like, yeah, L.A. River is a dope tune. Old School Friends is a dope tune. Let's Get Wrecked. Like, it's all about, like, we're stuck in a hotel room, so we might as well get drunk, start fucking, and get married, and, whatever. Let's just do this.
Nice.
Dude, it's a great tune. Turn That Finger Around is like, oh, God damn it. I love this whole record. I really love this whole record.
Are you a fan of Jason Isbell at all?
You know what? You're, like, the second or third person that's, like, said, you should check out Jason Isbell.
You need to. He just released his album. It's called Nashville, and I think you would dig it. I mean, I love him so much. I think you should check him out, though.
Right on.
For sure.
And then since it was just reissued a week ago, OK Computer.
See, I struggle with Radiohead. Like, I like some of their stuff. I'm certainly not a fan of that's kind of like Coldplay, though. Like, I really love their first 2 albums, and everything after that I don't like.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Well, look, I'll give you that. Like, I liked Radiohead, like Pablo Honey, not the greatest fan of that record.
Okay.
It's very, very 90s, early 90s, 93 Britpop, which is,
that's why I
make you
dig
cream
it.
your jeans.
Yeah.
The Benz is an amazing record.
That is, don't get me wrong, I do like that album.
The Benz is an incredible record. But OK Computer is one of those, like, tentpole albums. Like, just my words that I'm saying in my mouth right now. OK Computer it's their Sgt. Pepper's. The way that they just completely were able to layer the sounds on that record, how they changed their entire style with that record, and still had a good rocking fucking record.
Sure.
Like, there were some great rock songs on that record. Now, granted, they weren't like, it wasn't like listening to, the Benz or Streetlight Fade Out or, dude, one of my favorite songs of all time by them is Black Star off of the Benz.
Right.
And it more follows Black Star than I would say Creep.
Okay.
Okay. technologically on that record, what they did on there was just second to none. Like, and the thing that sealed it for me was Eli and I saw them at the Rosemont Theater.
Okay.
And they pulled it off live. And there was so much shit going on that record that, like, it was amazing to hear them pull that album off. And there was only one song on the album that they did not play, and it was Electioneering, which is actually my favorite song on the record.
Okay.
And they did not play that song, which kind of pissed me off. But they played everything else on the record, even, like, Fitter Happier, which is just, like, you know, they just a bunch of weird noises, and then you hear this computer voice, fitter, happier, more productive. You know, it was like a poem kind of thing that they programmed into like a computer, like an Apple IIc, and it was like,
sure,
it was that kind of computerized voice.
Huh.
But like, seriously, you don't have to go balls out and download the double album that they put out with all the B-sides on it. The B-sides are great, but honestly, OK Computer is an album. It's a headphone album. Because there is so much going on in that record.
And that's going to be hard because I can't just jam it on at work because it's like, you know what I'm saying?
But you know what, though? It's one of those that, like, put it on right when you're going to bed.
What I can probably do is when I'm heading to New York.
Yeah, on the airplane.
Yeah.
For sure.
That would be like a good time for that kind of stuff.
OK Computer is a wonderful record. And then they released Kid A and Amnesiac, where they got really weird and techno-y and like just very minimalist, which they're interesting albums. They're not great albums. They had some good stuff on them, but then, you know, they're not my go-to.
Sure.
You know, and then they put out Hail to the Thief, which was kind of a great combination of everything up to that point. Like, they had the weird techno-y shit. It was a lot of production going on, great songwriting, and then after that, I couldn't give a fuck about what they've put out. Like, In Rainbows is probably the biggest dog shit that I've ever heard them put out.
I can honestly say I tried to listen to it, and I think I only got halfway through one song, and I was like, nope.
Yeah,
done.
For me, it was like, I don't want to hear Radiohead play jazz chords.
It's just,
and people will crucify me. I don't give a shit. Bring it. I don't like that album. That album sucks.
Yeah.
You know. And then the Moonshaped Pool, the most recent, is like, it's like dinner music. You put it on. I didn't
listen to it.
It's like largely orchestral and very atmospheric, without like being interesting. You know, so I'm like, meh. But what I have done in what I've heard, there's a sequence called 0110. Okay. Kid A was released in 2001. I believe it was in 2000. Yes, it was in 2001. Kid A was released. And no, I'm sorry. I take that back. OK Computer was released in 2000. Sorry, it was. When the fuck was it released? God damn it, Reuben, you piece of shit. Hold on. Let me find the actual album here. Okay. OK Computer was released in 97. Okay. In Rainbows was released in 2007, so they were 10 years apart.
Okay.
And some geek merged the two albums. They were like listening to them and did the whole like Dark Side of the Moon with
Wizard of Oz.
Yes. So what they did was they took track one of OK Computer and track one of In Rainbows, and there's a certain point where you crossfade the songs, and like tonally, thematically, and everything they flow together. Track 2 to track 2, track 3 to track 3, track 4 to track 4, track 5 to track 5. And it's called 0110.
Okay.
It's binary.
Right.
And apparently, like, somewhere, and it's rumored online, but Tom York was quoted as saying, yeah, it was intentional, and we're surprised it took people this long to figure it out. And I'm like, really? Really, Tom York? You wrote an album in 1997, and then 10 years later, we're like, "Hey, let's put these two. Let's figure out how we can bridge these albums together." I don't know.
It's possible.
It's possible. Probable.
I don't know.
Yeah, but that's the only way that makes In Rainbows listenable. Is to do the 1001 playlist, and you can pull it up on YouTube. People have put it up there. It's kind of like Tool's Holy Gift, where they resequenced Lateralis in the Fibonacci sequence.
Okay.
And it actually makes Lateralis way more listenable than the actual track listing the tracked version that they put out.
Sure.
So yeah, so I've been listening to a little Radiohead. God damn, that OK Computer album is a fantastic fucking record, dude. So yeah, that's really mostly what I've been consuming this week, aside from my usual pods.
Yeah.
So
I think we need to play the voicemail that we got.
yeah, we got voicemail from
we
listener.
told you fuckers, haha, I can say fuckers because it's my podcast. We told you fuckers that we would play your voicemails when you guys call. So here we go.
This is your favorite Popper, Brian. What's up, bitches? Welcome back.
Favorite is a pretty strong term.
We love you, Brian.
Fucking with you, bro.
Great pod last week, guys. I hope you had a chance to see Wonder Woman because it was fucking epic. Gal Gadot was so badass, I actually had vagina envy for a minute. She was so badass. She made Xena Warrior Princess look like 1960s Disney princess. Oh, and a special shout out to my man Reuben for holding down the hood, pun intended. Well, Dana's brain was off getting edumacated. However, I believe whatever brain muscle she gained was completely negated by the whiskey consumed during last week's podcast.
I don't disagree with that comment.
But I digress. I'm calling in because I got a topic. Summer soundtracks, bitches. Those special songs that whether you're in a classroom, Dana, or stuck in traffic, Reuben, make you feel like you're on a beach somewhere with an umbrella drink.
I'm sorry, dude. I don't suck traffic. You will never find me sucking traffic.
In your hand. I'd like to give you a few examples, some of mine. Classic stuff you gotta keep on your summer soundtrack. You gotta have some Beach Boys, Pet Sounds, a must. Otis Redding, Sitting on the Dock of the Bay. If you don't have classics on your summer playlist, you're fucking up, Popperz. You gotta have a lot of 90s shit in there. Demographic, we're all about it. Anything Sublime, DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, a little bit of summertime. Gotta do it. I know it's cliche, but you gotta do it. Spiderwebs, no doubt, before she sold out. Gwen, oh man, my high school sweetheart. Weezer, Green Album, Island in the Sun. And you have to have that special category for that summer album. You just press play and you walk away. That whole album, mine is Bob Marley Legend. Stir it up, Three Little Birds, you can't go wrong.
And by Bob Marley Legend, he means Nickelback, the other side of the coin.
Okay, so playground rules. I showed you mine. You show me yours, fuckers. Can't wait to hear what you got. Remember, Poppers, keep the wind at your back and the sand out your crack. Peace, bitches.
Also, that's an awesome voicemail message, Brian. That was great.
Seriously, Brian, you need to start your own podcast.
Yeah, I agree. So, summer playlists or summer, whatever you want to call them.
All right. So what we'll do is we will just volley. Let's just volley songs back and forth.
For sure.
That'll be the easiest way for us to do this.
Well, so I have to agree with Brian for sure. As soon, and I was hoping he was going to say it, DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, Summertime. Like that song, always. That song could, I mean, honestly, for me, it could come on in the winter and it'll evoke those feelings for me. Like I think that was dropped in what, like 90?
I think so, yeah.
90 or 91. So that song for me, yes, that will always be on my summer playlist.
Yeah, for me, I would say even, let's see here. Oh, man, what the fuck album was it on? So you know what? I will start off mine with Luscious Jackson's City Song.
Nice.
It's just one of those, like, that album came out in 94.
Nice.
When I was working at Sam Goody. And it was off the Natural Ingredients album. And that whole album is an incredible fucking record.
They're a great band.
Like, even their second album was an incredible record.
Mm-hmm.
Electric Honey, I have it. I've not listened to it. I think I got it as a promo. But yeah, I would definitely go with City Song to kick off.
So I'm going to kind of piggyback. So Brian mentioned No Doubt from the Tragic Kingdom album. I disagree, Brian. Spiderwebs, I hate that fucking song so much. hate it. What I will do is I will pull a track off of the Return of Saturn album because that dropped in 99. And my song off that would be New. And I love cruising around listening to that song. It's so energetic. The whole album is fantastic, but that song is like a good song to play in the summer.
Nice. I would go with View from the Afternoon by the Arctic Monkeys. It's just one of those that like kicks you in the balls right when it first starts. Like it's just an adrenaline filled fucking tune. It's one that's going to get you a ticket if you're driving down the street.
So I am going to throw it back old school for a minute. I am a huge Janis Joplin fan. And this song, it's not like the rockiest song, of course, that she had ever done. But Me and My Bobby McGee,
Written by Chris Christopherson.
Yes. And it just always makes me think about like cruising around with like Jake, just hanging out, cruising the country roads, just something. So that is one of my songs.
Personal Jesus by Depeche Mode.
Nice.
Dude, that's like choice. A fucking, like, I always judge my songs by, like, my summer track is like what you put in your car, you roll your windows down, and you drive fast.
And you blast it. Yeah. Totally. That's a good pick. I like that pick. Let's see. What would I have next on my list? Well, of course, I need to have a Cure song, right? I probably have several. But actually, the one song that I'm going to pick, it's completely random. It's called Grinding Halt. And I think it's on the Boys Don't Cry album that I will give you. That's a great fucking song. Mm-hmm. Great song. And I would crank that in my car.
I would go with The Maestro by the Beastie Boys off of Check Your Head.
Ooh, nice.
It's a good tune, man. That, and it's also one that, like, at the very middle of it, they start calling out their favorite detectives and from detective TV shows. And it's funny because, like, Lyric Genius has that kind of broken down, but they've fucked up the middle of the words. Mm-hmm. And there was one of the detective shows was called Macmillan and Wife.
Yeah.
But they fucked it up on Lyric Genius, and I can't figure out how to fix that. So
I don't know if you can. Can you?
I don't know. It's all submission. It's all like user submission.
Comment on it.
Yeah.
So, Volcano Girls by Veruca Salt.
That's a dope tune, man.
That song, yes, that song.
I'm gonna eat a bag of dicks for this one, but
it's a Morrissey song.
No, Toxic by Britney Spears.
I'm not going to fault you for that.
Dude, that's a dope fucking song.
Fuck all you people who give me shit for my boy bands, and fuck you too, Reuben, even though I love you.
Yeah. Dude, it's a good tune.
Whoever
wrote it, because it wasn't Britney.
No.
It's a great song. Like, I remember seeing some singer-songwriter open up for G Love up at the rave, the Eagles Ballroom.
Yeah.
And she did a cover of Toxic on an acoustic guitar, and it was excellent.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah, it was pretty dope.
Nice. Okay, so Salt and Pepper. Shoop.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, there are a few other songs, too, of theirs that I could have chosen, but that
dude,
song...
Shoop only for its use in Deadpool.
Oh, God, yes.
Drama Rama. The song called Anything Anything.
Not familiar.
It was like from a post-punk 1985 band. I'll play it for you afterwards, but it's a great fucking tune, dude.
Okay.
Great tune.
So I'm going to say The Promise Ring, Very Emergency. I think that's the name of the song, or is it Emergency? Whatever. The Promise Ring. They're just fucking fantastic.
I'll go with Hey Johnny Park, Foo Fighters, Off the Color and the Shape.
Nice.
It's a great fucking tune.
Oh my God, this next song. And I know these bands weren't like your thing, but fucking Hey Mercedes 11 to your 7. That song, every single time it comes on, I roll the damn windows down and crank it. Yes.
Nice. I'm going to go with, what should I go for next? CKY's 96 Quite Bitter Beings.
Nice.
It's a good tune, man. The guitar riff on that is just tasty.
Nice. I'm starting to kind of struggle because I'm getting really tired. Mama Said Knock You Out by LL Cool J.
Nice. I will go with Then She Did.
Oh, nice. By the Talking Heads?
No. By
Jane's
what
am
Addiction.
I thinking of? No.
Then She Was.
Thank you. That's what I'm thinking of.
No, then she did by... no, actually, you know what? I take that back. I'm going to do 3 days by Jane's Addiction.
By Nickelback? No, I'm kidding.
Oh, I will punch you.
Ha 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 ha. So this is probably going to be my last one.
Oh, I could go on for days.
Oh, I could too. Bizarre Love Triangle by New Order.
That's a cute one. That's cute. All right, I gotta come up with one really fucking dope for the last one. Friday by Rebecca Black. No, I'm kidding.
And I'm gonna punch him in his moose knuckle for that.
Oh, moose knuckles. You know what? I'm gonna say "Welcome to the Black Parade" by My Chemical Romance.
Oh my god, I haven't heard that in a long time.
Yeah,
good
dude.
call.
Good fucking tune, dude.
Nice.
Good fucking tune. And as far as straight up albums that you would put on and just walk away from, Beastie Boys, Paul's Boutique, all the way, 100%.
You know what? I think that's fair. I think for me,
Of course it's fair. I said it.
fuck off. I think for me, it would be the Return of Saturn album by No Doubt.
Was that Ex-Girlfriend on that album?
Yeah, Ex-Girlfriend's
Dude, I
on that
love
one.
that song.
Yeah, that album's just fantastic.
Kinda always knew I'd end up your ex-girlfriend.
With her awesome pink hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, thanks, Brian, for the tip.
It was definitely a good
See, guys, if you'll
reveal.
call us on our phone line, which is 224-325-4235. That's 224-325-4235. We will play your voicemail, and we will interact with you.
And before we actually sign off, we got a couple new iTunes reviews, which was awesome.
We did. We got one from Floydian Slip, which is a great name.
I love
by the
that
way.
name.
So Floydian Slip gave us a 5-star review, said, "These two from the Chicago burbs know how to mix things up and keep it interesting. Plenty of topics covered in a fun banter for each one. Or plenty of topics covered and a fun banter for each one. Great show for Gen X."
Thank you.
Thanks,
That was
Floydian Slip.
awesome. Okay. The next one is from Patriot Games 06, and this is another 5-star review. Great back and forth from the hosts on anything and everything pop culture related. Worth a listen and add to your podcast rotation. So thank you guys for that. That was really fucking cool.
Right.
We didn't even know. Like, I don't think we've checked the reviews in a minute.
because these were from June. Like, I was like,
yeah.
I just decided to get vain and check it out.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
No, I'm glad that you did, because one was actually from like a week and a half ago. So
Yeah.
that was good.
So it's pretty dope, guys. So yeah,
Yeah.
keep those reviews coming in. We'll keep reading them.
Yeah,
So you keep listening, we'll keep recording.
exactly.
So, but yeah, no, a lot of good conversation tonight, especially
think so,
I really
too.
like that topic from Brian. So thanks.
It was a good topic.
So if you guys got any more topics for us, you can call us on the number that I previously mentioned. It's
Yep.
also in the show notes.
Yeah.
You can email us at popgoulash42@gmail.com.
Find us on Twitter
At
at
popgoulash.
Pop Goulash. You find us on Facebook, Pop Goulash Podcast, I think. Did I change it to? Or
No,
you can
the
just-
URL is just popgoulash.
It is just Pop Goulash
Yeah.
for the URL.
Facebook.com, whack.
Backslash.
And then if you want to follow me on Instagram, just look up pop_goulash_Reuben, and you can find me on Insta where I pope some shit. I post some dank memes, always relating to our episodes for the week.
Yes.
And again, was it Brian that put up the missing poster?
Brian put up the missing poster for me, which was awesome. And I think we gave him credit last week.
We
that
did.
Yeah. But when you Jimmy rigged it to kind of spoil that I was back on last week, that was awesome. It was
Right.
fun.
So yeah, we had a lot of fun with that too, and thanks. And also, guys, I know that Carlos put out the contest there.
Right.
There is one winner.
Oh, nice.
I don't have the name written down, but I will make sure that you get your Starbucks gift card, and we will shout you out on the next episode. Which actually, Carlos will be on our next episode.
Yeah, my spirit
so.
animal will be back, and we can like geek over 90s shit together.
And if he doesn't show up next week, then it'll be the following week. It's just a matter of getting shit together. But as of right now, he's scheduled to come in on next week.
Yeah.
On the next episode.
Yeah.
So we will announce the winner of the Starbucks gift card
Awesome.
on the next episode. And then, I don't know, what else? What you got?
That's it.
All
I gotta
right.
go home and go to bed.
Yeah, I got to do that too. So, but I am home, so I just have to go to bed.
I just have to drive 5 minutes. It's fine.
Right on. Well, for Pop Goulash this week, I am Reuben.
I am Dana.
Be kind to one another.
Bye, guys.